I'm Jophiel. I am part of the I am dimension in the inner and outer planes. I have come to you today to share great wisdom so you can have an understanding. A lot that is going on in the earth right now and the balance that's involved in the higher and inner and outer planes has taken a toll on earth as we speak. We work with people and the earth and nature, the plants, the flowers, the trees, the air, to balance and harmonize. We are not fairies. We are archangels. We are requesting pure channels to come through to channel with us because we want to make the earth a better place. There are many toxins and people are being exposed to many harmful materials, but you already know this. But there's a lot more that's going on. The government, as we know it, has their mission. We have our mission. Our mission is way more powerful. They will not stand. Our mission is to save the earth so we can all ascend and we can save the spirits of the plants, the trees, the sun, the moon, the earth, the flowers as we speak. We are requesting to please watch your food portions, watch your water drinking, watch your running water, conserve. This is so important. We are struggling. We need your assistance. We are a team. For the next 6 months, we are requesting those things. Please conserve water. Please only eat or cook what you are able to eat. Please only use sparingly. A lot of the birds and animals and flowers are sick, and we are working to harmonize and balance. We cannot do this alone. I think they left. I felt like and then it was like gone. I never even got to say thank you. Or I think it was very uncomfortable in my body because I'm working on a lot right now with my physical health. So I think as it helped me, like it was not uncomfortable for me per se. Like it was comfortable, but because I feel like it helped raise my physical, like my body, where I have a lot of aches and pains. I felt that, but I feel like for them it's very uncomfortable because my body's like I have some things I have to work on, and that's probably why they have me only do liquid. So
Yeah, and that
I sorry, go ahead.
that's what it was like the first time that I channeled Keziah, my seraphim. It was a little bit slower than it is now, and um uh, a little more um strained, not quite him, and I had to learn also in my mind. I think with him and my body, there's a difference, but in my mind, I had to learn to just allow him to also speak.
Feel like
Um,
I'm,
yeah, without me questioning it and doubting it or anything.
yeah, I, so I didn't expect, um, what was said. I don't even remember like, who the, who the archangel, was it an archangel? I heard, who was it? Jay? I heard the J,
Uh,
but I,
Jophiel, I heard.
okay. You know what? I'll have to look because, I think, I think that's one of the archangels in the, that I'm working with, but
Yeah.
I can't remember. Oh gosh, and my mind's like, so and I think, um, if I'm not mistaken, um, I didn't realize this was going to be about the Earths. I mean, I know when channeling, sometimes I think it's going to be about other things, right? And to make it about the Earth, it was like, what? um, but it's interesting that, and I think where I struggled is I didn't want to speak on the government because I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So when they did that, I'm like, I kind of like held back a little bit, because, and I think that's where there was maybe some like uncomfortable for, because it's not,
Yeah. I've
um,
had to learn to um sometimes just allow that kind of thing too, if they have specific details they want to mention. My angels don't normally mention names. My seraphim hasn't really, but sometimes talks about specific elements and things in our lives. Um, because he has access to my knowledge as well. But that's, I think, a good way to allow them to make change and bring more light here is to shed their light on very specific issues and interact with their world in that way.
mhm.
But that's okay. Perhaps you'll get
So did
better as
they
you.
say, sorry, go ahead. Mhm.
Is this one of your first channelings of archangels?
So I do channelings with, the Pleiadians a lot, and with, I call them the blue people. So,
Mm-hmm.
I have, from the blue planet, it's a planet, so it's a star, close to Uranus. I have the information, but I have a name for the actual planet, but I don't, at this time, I don't think I want to share that information yet. But I will say that, there was, and I don't know if you want me to share, but, they are, part of my family, like my star C family, and they're connected with the Pleiadians. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, well, yeah, Pleiadians. They are connected with the Atlanteans and Lemuria. There's a lot there because they were so powerful, so very, very powerful, and, so they were, trapped for a long time, and, they're some of them are small, like real small, and they're very playful, very playful. They like to, just, they're almost like children. They remind me of like children, and they run around and play. And some are very like large and, tall. So it's interesting. Um, and but they're very powerful healers, very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, so I have a lot of information written in my book, which is not with me. It's in my other room. But yeah, they're very, very powerful healers, and they want to help the earth. They want to help, people. Like, they work a lot with light workers, or, the archangel healers, and, they are connected with the Pleiadians as well. there was I don't know if they want me to share that, so let me wait. But there was just some um some information that was shared, and when at this time I will share more, but um they're kind of holding me back a little bit from some of the information just because of whatever reason. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people don't know about them. Like if you um if you get it's very they like the water, so they're in the water a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't know about them. Only a very few people. And a lot of people that they don't there is a few people that are from this planet, and they have very hard time living on this planet because their body it's hard for their body to survive physically on this
Mm-hmm.
planet, which is why I have my struggles. So there's a lot of people that where they struggle with a lot of people that are from this planet. um, they struggle with being able to survive because the frequency is so mm, different.
Yeah, dense perhaps.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes they have to be really. This is what they did tell me to share. They have to be really careful because they can attract a lot of low vibrational energies appearing as higher vibrational. Sometimes if you uh, need, it gets tricky because sometimes you need that at times to help certain situations. I don't want to go there because if I do, we'll be there all day. It gets really tricky,
Yeah.
especially. But uh, it can get confusing because a lot of people will think that are from that planet, they'll connect, and it's okay maybe for a short time, but then it's time to move on and raise your frequency because maybe those will help get you by for a short while, but it's really not healthy for the body or healthy for others or healthy for yourself. So it's important to raise your frequency to an it's not going to be comfortable at first because of the being so dense, like you were saying.
Yeah, I get that. I'd like to start my channeling soon. It's gonna take a little
Yes.
bit, perhaps. I'll try to keep it
Okay.
brief. I kind of lose my track of time or my sense of time sometimes when I'm channeling, but um,
No problem.
yeah, while this is recorded, I want to get that out. And then probably let's share my portion of the channeling. We can talk
Yes.
about what we want to share later, but my portion on YouTube as well and the internet. I like to do that, just make it available, archive it, but here I go. Um, this will be Archangel Metatron. He's been wanting to channel. Ah, hallelujah to all of our fellow children of God on this earth. I bid you a beautiful day today. Wow, we are with such a beautiful, bright being now. Some of our, some of my thoughts, our thoughts on this day that we enter into, as we see both great light and great dark at this time on this planet and in many people. And we've been speaking with Troy, especially since yesterday gave him clear messages. Now, you still have at least a few years ahead of you before a major juncture in the next, perhaps shift, big shift in your planet's energy and evolution. So we would like to start preparing the Earth and many light workers, shadow workers, and children of God to be just a bit more ready for the transition. And just as my Seraphim colleague Keziah has said that there will not be a global cataclysm as many are fearing. You'll all make it through. There's so much invested in the people alive today and the what he calls children of new hope who are growing up to allow that to happen. So you're all going to make it through, and it's going to be actually tough for some of you, especially internally and personally. And we would like to just bring some attention and light to that, the coming struggles that many children of God and humans on earth are going to be facing in their lives in the near future and at this time too. Some are indeed in the throes of their, what you term a dark night. And just as I am Archangel Metatron, I am a keeper and recorder and teacher of much very deep, profound wisdom and knowledge of your earth, your spirits, spiritual world, and how you interact with it. And many of you understand already the importance and the reality of what you call the chakra and energy body, and that the energy body has many chakras, many energy spherical centers. And we would like to share this insight that these spherical centers in your body are just like other spheres and spherical objects in nature. They're meant to keep moving. They're not designed to stay still, which is why we are often concerned and sometimes baffled at the ways that some children of God choose to live, in that they keep their spheres very still and stagnant. And indeed, just like water, the bioelectrical currents that you are all designed with and sustained with are intended to be kept moving through you, through these spheres. The one you know as the heart is perhaps the most important, one of the most powerful of these spheres. And it is especially the heart and the nearby spheres that you call the throat and the solar plexus that are very important, especially around the flow of the heart and consciousness and love energy in your life and your world. But these spheres are also some of the most backlogged and suppressed in many people, many cultures, modern ways of living. And so we'll be teaching about some of these spheres in coming messages and teachings. Now is the time for angels to start speaking very directly to you in this way, as there's so much invested in this world and in your future, so much in place that we cannot afford to lose to perhaps more unfortunate, darker potentials. And we would like to speak especially about the sphere that you call the heart and say that it needs to be kept very clear and light. It is what many have become aware of as a type of a portal and very powerful singularity connection to many energy realities around you and also much of the spirit world and other dimensions. And we'd also like to say that, perhaps clarify on our comment earlier, that many, especially those who are going through and have not gone through their dark nights, are going to be having a very tough time in the next few years of your chronological time because uh, we are very concerned with the fact that so many humans are living with so much heaviness, darkness, smallness, stagnation in this heart sphere. And the heart sphere is indeed one of the most vital, crucial spheres to be kept clear, and that your spherical rock you call Gaia indeed resonates very closely with, and as she has chosen uh, a much lighter and more integrated, harmonious reality for this rock sphere, that it's going to be like the sphere has had a global flood several thousand years ago, and that won't happen again at this time. There won't be a global cataclysm, but what may be happen on a more metaphorical level is something like a flood of awakening and purging of the stagnation and darkness in the collective culture that has lended stagnation and damage to the heart sphere. We do not wish to invoke any or inspire any fear into any individuals who may be receiving this message, as we wish to assure you that you need only ask for our assistance from the divine realm for guidance on your awakening journeys. You need only ask with clarity and sincerity if you're having a tough time and if you need guidance and love in your life. It is already there, and we can help you find it. So much love and blessings to you. Hmm.
That was beautiful.
Wow,
Yes, that was beautiful.
that was not quite what I expected, but
Mm,
yeah, that was beautiful.
very beautiful. Very, very.
Um, yeah.
Oh, the heart is, even with myself, something that I had to work on, and so I understand. Understand. I understand the message. I really do. And yeah, and um, and as you were um, doing your channeling, I felt them working on me and on my heart, because it is the most affected. I feel like with for me now, but what I've learned from the archangels, just as most effective with a lot of people.
hmm
So that was beautiful.
I'd just like to remind everyone that my name is Troy J. Bacon, and I do these channelings publicly on YouTube and in groups to channel especially seraphim and archangels as they're wanting to share their light and messages at this time on Earth. So these are public messages, but if you want to get a bit more personal and receive very personalized healings with them, that include not only psychic readings of your life, angelic readings, um, and also receive your light language name, the name of your soul, as well as a light language, angelic light language, basically song or message that also comes with the energy healing to clear your emotions, struggles, and um, ancestral karma, trauma, and various things in your life. They'll do that for you. And you can talk with me to book a consultation at newbeinghypnosis.com or find me on Facebook at Troy J. Bacon or also the Facebook page, New Being Hypnosis. You can message and get in touch with me that way. And just as the angels say, much love and blessings to you. I wish you peace and bye for now.